Hi everyone, welcome to Korean Express YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to talk about time in Korean language. From learning how to tell time, expressing time duration in hours and minutes, and talking about AM and PM in Korean, everything we are going to cover in this video related to time. So without wasting any time, let's start. Okay, now we know that there are two number systems in Korean. So the pure Korean numbers and Sino-Korean numbers, they are used in combination with various counters to count different things in Korean. We know about this, right? Now, when talking about time, the pure Korean numbers, they are used to tell the hour, while the Sino-Korean numbers, they are used to tell minutes. When these numbers, they are combined with appropriate counter words. Okay? कोरियन लैंग्वेज में हम जब भी आवर को काउंट करते हैं तो हम प्योर कोरियन नंबर्स यूज करते हैं और मिनट्स को काउंट करते हैं तो साइनो कोरियन नंबर्स यूज करते हैं. फाइन. एंड दीज नंबर्स दे आर कंबाइंड विद काउंटर वर्ड्स टू डिनोट टाइम. राइट? नाउ here is a very important note that whenever you use pure Korean numbers with counters, these five numbers, they change their form. The first four numbers, that is 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, they become 한, 투, 셋, 넷 respectively, and the 20th number, that is 스물, it becomes 스무. Fine. These five numbers, they change their form whenever they are combined with counters. Okay, now let's learn how to tell hours in Korean language. So, the Korean counter that is used for telling hours is she. She. Okay, so as I said, pure numbers are used for counting hours. So, these pure numbers, they are combined with the counter she to denote hours in Korean language. Let's see how it is done. Here are hours from 1 to 12 in a clock. जब आप एक क्लॉक को रीड कर रहे हैं तो उसे कोरियन में कैसे रीड करेंगे वो देखते हैं. Okay, so if you want to say 1 o'clock in Korean, then it is going to be 한시. Han is the pure Korean number and it is combined with the counter she. तो इसका पूरा कॉम्बिनेशन क्या हो गया? 1 o'clock, 한시. Similarly, 2 o'clock is 투시, and it goes on like this: 3시, 4시, 5시, 6시, 7시, 8시, 9시, 10시. Then 11 is 열한. So 11 o'clock is 열한시 and 12 is 열두시. Okay, you can see that because it is a pure Korean number, so 하나, it becomes 한, and 둘 becomes 투. Okay, so this is how you tell time, specifically hours, while looking at a clock. Fine. Now let's move ahead and talk about minutes. So if you want to tell minutes in Korean, then the counter that is used for telling minutes is 분. Okay, and as I said, Sino-Korean numbers are used to count minutes. So these Sino-Korean numbers, they are combined with the counter 분 to denote minutes. Let's see a few examples to understand this concept more clearly. Suppose you have to say 7 minutes. So in Korean, 7 is 칠. We are talking about the Sino-Korean number system here. Okay, so 7 is 칠. And the counter for minutes is 분. So 7 minutes is 칠분. Okay, very easy. 20 minutes, it is 20분. 20 is 20 and then combined with 분, it becomes 20분. 23 minutes, 23분. 35 minutes, 35분. And similarly, 46 minutes, it's going to be 46분. Okay, so this is how minutes are said in Korean language. मिनट्स को इस तरह से काउंट किया जाता है. So we have learned how to count hours and how to count minutes. Okay? Now another very important note. कोरियन लैंग्वेज में 30 मिनट्स को एक्सप्रेस करने का या बोलने का एक और तरीका है, वो है भान. भान इज अनदर वर्ड विच इज यूज्ड टू एक्सप्रेस 30 मिनट्स इन कोरियन लैंग्वेज. ओके, भान का जो लिटरल मीनिंग है वो है हाफ. भान मीन्स हाफ in Korean language. So, bhan is also used to denote 30 minutes in Korean. But remember one thing, that bhan, it is used independently without any time counters attached to it. Okay, आप ऐसे नहीं बोलोगे भान फुन, नहीं, वो wrong हो जाएगा. जब भी आप भान को यूज़ करोगे while counting time, तो आप कोई भी कोरियन काउंटर उसके साथ अटैच नहीं करोगे. We are going to see some examples to understand this more clearly. Okay? Now here are a few examples to see how to tell time in Korean language. Suppose you are looking at a clock and you are telling the time in Korean. First one is 1:55. Suppose you have to say 1:55 in Korean. You are looking at a clock and you have to tell the time. So in Korean it will be 한시 55분. 한시 means 1 o'clock, and to denote 55 minutes, 55 in Sino-Korean number system is 50, and pun is the Korean counter for minutes. So 55 becomes 50분. Combined all together, it is 한시 55분. Suppose you have to say 4:10. So 4 is 4시 and 10 is 10분. 4 o'clock, 10 minutes. 4시 10분. Suppose you have to say 7:30. Now there are two ways because 30 minutes can be expressed as bhan in Korean. Let's see. First one is 7시 30분. Okay, the very regular way. 7시 means 7 o'clock and 30 minutes is 30분. But if we are using bhan to denote 30 minutes, then it will become 7시 반. बस 30분 को आपने किससे रिप्लेस कर दिया? भान से, without attaching any counter with it. Right? Next is 9:27. 9시 27분. Okay, it is very easy now. Next is if you want to say 12:43. So 12 is 12시 and 43 is 43분. Okay, so this is how you tell time in Korean. Now let's move ahead and talk about AM and PM in Korean. Korean language में AM और PM क्या होता है? So in Korean, AM is 오전 and PM is 오후. Okay, but remember one thing, that in English we know that AM and PM, they are placed after the time. But in Korean, ओछन and ओहू, they are placed before the time. Okay, ये चीज़ opposite है इंग्लिश और कोरियन में. Right? Examples देखते हैं. Suppose you have to say 7 AM in Korean. So first of all, आप क्या place करोगे? AM का कोरियन ट्रांसलेशन क्या है? ओछन. तो पहले वो place होगा. Then comes 7. So 7 is 일곱시. Right? So 오전 일곱시. This is how you are going to say 7 AM in Korean. Suppose you have to say 3:15 PM. So it is going to be PM, then you are going to say 오후. 오후 3시 15분. Next is 8:30 PM. So here PM is used. We are going to say 오후 to denote PM in Korean. And we know that there are two ways to say 30 minutes in Korean, either 30분 or 반. So there are two ways to say 8:30 PM in Korean. One is 오후 8시 30분 and the another one is 오후 8시 반. Okay, so this is how AM and PM are used in Korean. AM is 오전 and PM is 오후. Now let's move ahead and talk about time duration in Korean language. Suppose you want to express the duration or the amount of time, then the counter 시간, it is used to count the number of hours, and 분 is used for minutes. Okay, अगर आपको टाइम ड्यूरेशन की बात करनी है कोरियन लैंग्वेज में, तो आवर्स के साथ कौन सा काउंटर यूज होगा? शीगान, और मिनट्स के लिए 분. Also, when talking about hour durations, pure Korean numbers are used, and when talking about minute durations, Sino-Korean numbers are used. Let's see some examples. Suppose you have to say 1 hour in Korean. So, 1 is Han. Okay, because we are saying pure Korean numbers. So, Hana का क्या हो गया? Han. And to denote hour, as I said, the counter that is used is Shigan. So, it will be Han Shigan. Remember, Han Shi means 1 o'clock. If you want to say 1 hour, it is Han Shigan. For example, you have to say I exercised for 1 hour. तो वहाँ जो 1 hour का कोरियन ट्रांसलेशन होगा वो होगा Han Shigan. Okay. Next example is 5 hours. 5 is Thasot. So it will be Thasot Shigan. If you have to say 7 hours 30 minutes, again 30 minutes. Two ways to say this. I am taking examples again and again so that you become fluent in this concept. Okay. 7 hours 30 minutes is either 7시간 30분 or 7시간 반. Okay. We have used 30분 and 반 both to denote 30 minutes in Korean. Okay, now let's see how you are going to say seconds in Korean language. So the Korean counter that is used for telling seconds is 초, 초. And Sino-Korean numbers, they are combined with this counter to denote seconds. For example, you have to say 1 second. So 1 in Sino-Korean number system is 1, and the counter is 초. So 1 second is 1초. 7 seconds, 7초. And 15 seconds, 15 is 15초. So 15 seconds is 15초. So this is how you talk about seconds in Korean. Okay, so this was all about time in Korean language. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe Korean Express YouTube channel. Thank you.